Third chance, I hate you. I want to rip you limb from limb and discard you like trash.
Last couple of days, our apartment just had this real bad smell. I go in the basement to check the pipes, see if the sewage that flooded or something. Yeah. It's nothing, but it's a tarp at the end of the stairs I stepped over. But when I come back, I'm shining my flashlight and it looks like some blood is leaking from under.
This is Mario Nelson, the neighbor who made a chilling discovery that cracked open one of Michigan's most gruesome cases. What began as a foul smell beneath his apartment led to the horrifying finding of a dismembered body wrapped in a blood-soaked tarp. Within minutes, that small, quiet building in Grand Rapids turned into a full-blown crime scene, one that would reveal a nightmare hidden just beneath ordinary life. Before the smell, before the tarp, to the days when Ashley Young was still alive. Ashley Young was 31, warm, trusting, and the kind of person who believed everyone deserved another chance. On the night of November 28, 2018, she decided to meet up with an old friend, Jared Chance, in Grand Rapids. The two went out to Mulligan's pub, grabbed a drink, and were later seen at the Peter House next door. Surveillance footage showed them talking, laughing, nothing that hinted at what would follow. A few hours later, Ashley followed Jared back to his apartment on Franklin Street. That was the last time anyone saw her alive. By morning, her phone went silent. Her mom's messages went unanswered.
And Ashley wasn't responding to anything. None of my calls, none of my texts. It was not like her at all. It took some talking with friends. I said there was that one guy that broke into Ashley's apartment years ago and stole the computer, the money, her Adderall, and a friend was like, Jared? I had no clue she was with him. I left him a voicemail that was not nice at all.
Hello, Jared. My name is Christine Young. I'm looking for my daughter. She was last with you. Is she with you? She needs to contact me. Tell her that I'm going to contact the police department to do a missing person.
Days passed. Inside Jared's apartment, the lights stayed on, but Ashley was gone.
Some people would say I threatened him, but that wasn't a threat. Those were promises.
After ignoring her calls for several days, one day Jared finally received a phone call from Christine.
When he finally called me, he said Ashley lost her phone. She left it at the hookah lounge. She had to go get it. She was headed home. It was just lies. Everything he said was a lie.
When Christine didn't get any clear answers from him, she decided to share her concerns on social media.
It was really a grassroots effort at that point. It was her mom who was pushing this, trying to get answers through social media.
After seeing all the drama unfold online, Jared's father, James, a former police officer, became furious.
James came into the police department with Jared, and he said, we need to talk to some detectives. The desk lieutenant came out to the front window to try to ascertain, why do you need to speak with the detectives? James said, well, they're trying to harass my son on Facebook. They're saying that he was the last one with this young lady that's missing. You'll want to talk to my son. You want to talk to him, but he needs an attorney. The lieutenant says, well, we don't have attorneys here. You have to get your own attorney, your own representation.
Then one day, Jared's neighbor, Mario Nelson, made a frantic 911 call to the Grand Rapids police, reporting a terrible smell coming from the basement of their apartment building.
911 emergency.
I've been having a real bad smell lately. I just went in the basement, opened the basement door, and there's a tarp and what looks like it could be blood leaking from it. And I want the police to come here ASAP right now and look at it. My upstairs neighbor, he's been in the basement, and we live in an apartment, and the basement is normally locked.
Alright, do you know where that tenant is that was there?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you know what his name is?
His name is Jared Chance.
Did you call? For the last couple of days, our apartment just had this real bad smell, you know what I'm saying? So I go in the basement to check the pipes, see if the sewage that flooded or something. Yeah. It's nothing, but it's a tarp at the end of the stairs I stepped over. But when I come back, I'm shining my flashlight, and it looks like some blood is leaking from under. And I ain't gonna touch it because I don't want to lift them and see none of that.
Mario went downstairs to look around, and that's when he saw the tarp, saw the stuff coming out of the tarp, and then hightailed it out of here. Did you happen to touch that tarp?
No,
okay.
no,
Did she touch the tarp?
no. She didn't even go down there. It was just me.
When officers arrived and pulled their flashlights across the floor, they caught a glimpse of human skin. That basement, once just a storage space, had become the dumping ground for one of Michigan's most disturbing crimes. And the man living right above it was about to become the prime suspect.
See, you have some skin there, so let's step it right back out.
The moment police descended those narrow basement steps, everything changed. The air was thick, heavy, the kind of smell you don't forget. Flashlights flickered across concrete until one beam caught a tarp pooled in dark liquid. When an officer leaned closer, he saw it, human flesh pressed against the plastic. Within minutes, the entire building was locked down. Detectives from Grand Rapids Police flooded the scene, their radios crackling with disbelief.
When I arrived, started speaking with the neighbors and just getting a little bit of information, and they had stated that they thought Jared may have had something to do with it and that he was still upstairs at the apartment.
Can y'all check to see if he in the house? Because he do got a gun.
Facebook had shown a picture of this missing person girl with the suspect. Is Ashley here? Who is that? That's who's missing? We don't, that's the girl we're talking about. Well, we don't know that she's missing, but we don't know that she ain't under there.
The crime scene extended upward, straight to the second floor, where 29-year-old Jared Chance lived alone.
Who's this Jared Chance guy?
That's the guy who lives upstairs.
He lives upstairs?
Yeah, this is Jared Chance. This him.
Neighbors told officers about the smell, the late-night noises, and how Jared had recently been seen carrying large trash bags down those same stairs.
Have you ever seen the person that they're talking about?
I seen her like a couple days ago when I went up there. Like he told me to come up there and smoke with him. So I just remember his white female, kind of chubby.
Okay.
You know, like she was a little
Dark
chubby.
hair.
Maybe like brunette, maybe like brownish red.
He had a girl over. She was kind of heavy set, had a white sweater on, some black leggings, and some brownish colored boots. She seemed pleasant. Didn't seem to be in any distress. Did he say how he knew her?
He said what I say. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you finna hit it because I ain't never seen her before.
Right.
He like, no, I'm just finna woo out. She's finna leave in a couple seconds because I got somebody else coming over.
Did you see her leave? Or did you?
No.
You left first.
Yeah, I left.
Did you ever see her leave?
Nope.
Did she come in that Focus?
Yep.
That was her car?
Yep.
About 2 days later, Jared came down and asked Mario, hey, the keys are locked in the ignition of this car, the Focus. Can you help me get the door open? You notice anything weird in the car?
Man, it was
normal?
messy. It was like, you know, I'm a person, I try to mind my business, you know what I'm saying? So I try not to be all, you know, my girlfriend, she be, you know, out the window all the time.
Right.
Just a couple days ago, like, if somebody come looking for me, don't tell them I ain't here.
Okay. He said that to you?
Yeah, text message.
A couple of days ago he said that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Inside his apartment, police found chaos. Clothes scattered, white cleaning powder on the floor, and a reddish-brown stain in the kitchen that someone had tried, unsuccessfully, to scrub away. When police discovered a human body wrapped in a tarp in the basement, they immediately contacted Ashlyn's mother and asked her to come to the crime scene to confirm if the body belonged to Ashlyn.
When we pulled up, I thought there was an accident. And I get this text saying, please tell me that's not her. I texted back, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. He goes, the body. They found a body at his house, and it's a female. Some of her friends were there, and they came up and they hugged me and they go, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it's not Ashley. It can't be Ashley. I wanted to run to see if it was her, because I could have identified her. But if it was her, I just wanted to get to her. I just wanted to get to her.
When officers knocked on apartment 2B, Jared answered the door looking dazed, as if nothing unusual had happened.
Come on down. Hands on top of your head. We're going to call him right into that kitchen. Hands on your head! What's your name? What's your last name? Your Chance? Putting the seatbelt on, you alright? You put the seatbelt on when you get back there, that's fine. Alright.
As they cuffed him, one officer read the charges, suspicion of homicide. The basement was just the beginning. The full horror of what happened to Ashley Young was only starting to surface. And soon detectives would realize this crime didn't end in that apartment. It was part of a cover-up that reached all the way to Jared's own family. Upon arriving at the police station, Jared appeared extremely calm and composed, as if he had no idea who Ashlyn even was.
Want me to take him off the cuffs? Or?
Yeah, you gonna be decent with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were there piercings anywhere? Here?
He wasn't giving us any indication of what happened, and we don't have a head, we don't have hands, and we don't have feet.
Detectives pulled Jared's card activity and started walking his footsteps. Within hours of Ashley going silent, he's on camera at Miss Tracy's, multiple trips, buying ammonia, latex gloves, and cheap cleaning supplies. In the pre-dawn, another camera catches him crossing the street and dumping bags into a storefront trash bin. They pop the bin. Gloves, his pants with Ashley's blood, and her purse and ID. The name tag sewn into his pants leaves no room for doubt. Back upstairs, that kitchen stain and the white powder tell the rest. The killing happened here, and the bathtub became a workstation for what followed. But the trail doesn't stop at Franklin Street. Jared's phone pings Holland, Michigan, his parents' town. Detectives roll out with a warrant. Inside the Chance home, they lift a couch and find a reciprocating saw, its teeth caked with tissue and hair. DNA makes it official. Ashley. In the car, a foul mop bucket, wipes, and a stench that speaks before anyone does. The timeline snaps into place. Mum and Dad drove their son around town with the evidence, visited the police station, Costco, then back to Jared's, returning the Amazon box that held her limbs. When questioned, his mother breaks first.
The prosecutor's office has decided to charge you with perjury, and I believe an accessory after the fact.
I'm so scared. I just don't know what to do. I want to be cooperative because I don't feel like I perjured myself, but at the same time, I don't know.
If you lie on a homicide, it's a life offense perjury. Once she's reminded of that, that's when she stated that when Jared was at her home, he came upstairs crying and saying there was an accident.
Can you tell me what he told you?
He said there was an accident. They had been drinking and they were playing with the gun and she got shot in the face.
Who was holding the gun when it just went off?
She was.
That's what he told you?
Yeah, because I said, did you kill her? He said, no, Mom, I would never kill anybody. I would never kill anybody. She was my friend. He said he drove around for a while and came back and then made the bad decision to try to protect, I guess, to get rid of the evidence.
Okay.
But I didn't know the details, how much. He told me about the hands and feet, and I didn't know about other parts.
So he told you the hands and the feet? You didn't know about the head, you say?
And then he told me about the head.
Did you notice any smell in there?
I thought it was a smell.
Bad smell?
But I thought it was the mop.
You're in the medical field.
Right.
Did it smell like? It
smelled stinky.
Like possibly remnants of a body? I mean, is that,
Kind of like, I don't know, like blood or like stinky. With that mop in there, it smells stinky.
His father tries to play foggy, but slips.
This is absolutely atrocious, what's being done to us. We didn't commit this crime. Our son committed the crime. We did not help him in the commission of that crime, and now we're being persecuted because of a system that's being used against us. And to me, it sounds almost like communism. He said she pointed a gun at herself and shot herself in the face, and he blew his mind, and then he just didn't know what to do. And instead of sticking with her and calling 911 or whatever he needed to do to get her some type of first aid, he didn't do it. I mean, I'm throwing stuff in there, but he didn't do that. He panicked. He had this label on his head, I'm a felon, this is gonna happen. But he couldn't think that straight. What you did is oh God, man. Mm-hmm. To me, that's atrocious.
So you asked him if he cut the body up, and he indicated to you that he did?
Yeah.
Did he say what he did with The parts of the body.
Well, it sounded like he distributed them all over.
Tell me everything.
He said that and I'm gathering that they were
Around with the damn gun.
and he said she took the gun and pointed at herself and it went off.
Okay, let me stop you. You just said he pointed, and then you stopped yourself.
No, I said that.
You said he
I
pointed.
meant she.
I know, but you're making these slips.
Next stop is court. But before we get there, there's one more room that matters. The interview room, where silence, slips, and a mother's confession tighten the noose. Jared sits, wrists free, voice flat. He thanks officers for trying to help and invokes counsel.
We appreciate the fact that you came in earlier, and I'm sorry you got turned away.
Yeah, no, I just came in just because I read on Facebook that the last person this person was with was me, so I was just concerned. I'm trying to get some information about it, but my dad just recommended me to just ask for the advice of attorney, and because I don't really know what the hell's going on, so I don't want to sit here and talk about shit that may incriminate me or whatever in any kind of way, because I don't know what's going on. So I just don't want to say nothing right now.
While the investigation was underway at the crime scene and medical lab, a reporter interviewed Jared via video call.
My name's Heather Walker. I'm a reporter with Wood TV8. Whenever someone was booked for a crime, I would request a jail internet visits. Sometimes I pick up the phone and they hang up, but Jared Chance stayed on the line and he continued to talk to me. You were friends with Ashley? She seemed like a lovely girl, a bright girl.
She was, yeah.
What went wrong? Were there drugs involved? Well, something went wrong because her body was found in pieces. I thought for a second, actually, he was going to tell us some information about where her remains were or why he did it. What did you tell your parents about this? Your dad said he turned you into the police. Did he turn you into police?
I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm sorry, I can't do this. I'm sorry, Ashley Brown. I apologize, I can't do this right now.
No statement. The tape ends. After months of waiting, Jared Chance finally stood before a Michigan jury, silent, expressionless, as the evidence spoke for him. No confession, no head, no hands, no feet. Just a trail of blood, a saw, and a mother's voice that refused to fade. Prosecutors told the jury that Ashley was killed inside Jared's kitchen, dismembered in his bathtub, and hidden in the basement beneath his feet. But everyone knew. You don't dismember accidents. Then the prosecutors did something no one expected. They found Jared's brother, who was reportedly with Jared and Ashlyn before the murder even happened. Next, the prosecutors brought back Mario Nelson, the neighbor, to testify about what he saw and smelled before and after the crime took place.
He told me his dad used to be in the Irish mob, that he knows if he ever got into a situation that he knows how to clean up blood and things like that.
While you're watching the defendant handle this gun, how did you feel?
Uncomfortable to say the least. You know, it just made me nervous because I know what a gun is capable of, you know what I'm saying? And I know him, but I don't know what he's capable of.
Prosecutors argued, if this was an accident, like the defendant claims, then why did he dismember Ashlyn's body?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is not an easy task that we have asked of you. Ashley Young died of homicide by unspecified means. I do not have to prove how he killed her. I don't have to prove that he shot her. I don't have to prove that he hit her in the head with a baseball bat or a hammer. What I have to prove is that he caused her death. I stood before the jury holding this sawzall and I said, look at the person to your right and imagine that they suddenly die. If you had nothing to do with their death, would you take this and saw their head off?
On the other hand, the defense argued that prosecutors had no solid proof to confirm whether the case was a suicide or a homicide.
The big problem the prosecution had was that they never recovered Ashley's head, her hands, or her feet. They couldn't tell us whether or not it was or a homicide. There was no evidence of an argument breaking out. There's video of those two together. They were just having a good time. There was a lot of things presented, but the one question remains. Did Jared Chance actually caused Ashley's death.
When the verdict came, it was swift and certain.
The jury in the above title cause, all 12 jurors being in agreement, find upon our oaths that the defendant, James Chance, is, under count 1, guilty of second-degree murder.
I'm serious. I'm not crazy. And you could go to the address and verify. The address is 3719 Mac Court. But I want you to handcuff me first.
On a chilly winter night, a pair of police officers were approached by a man who was desperate to be taken into custody.
All right, let me pull up really quick. What the hell, dude?
Minutes later, he confessed to an abhorrent, gruesome crime.
Clean, please! Somebody's on the bed.
Someone's moving too.
Oh, yo, it's real. Get EMS rolling.
And then my sister looked at me and put her hands up and I shot her. And then I walked out the room and my niece didn't want her to die, so I didn't shoot her in the head.
He said that he killed 5 people.
Many questions remained. Why did he do it? What prompted him to give himself in? And what other secrets was he hiding at the time? On January 13th, 2023, in the Brooklyn Center neighborhood of Cleveland, 41-year-old Martin Muniz rushed out of his family's home and flagged down a police car and told them something truly shocking.
3719 Mac Court. He approached our vehicle and said that he just did something bad and he's going to give us an address on Mac Court as to what he did and where it's at.
He said he killed 5 people.
He said that he killed 5 people. You got an ID on you?
As a result, Muniz was taken into custody, where he would be interviewed by 2 detectives.
Well, I tried to kill my sister's whole family, but 2 of them got lucky and lived.
2 of them got lucky and lived? You heard correctly. Muniz claimed that he murdered 5 defenseless people. Muniz's ex-girlfriend received the terrifying news from the man himself during 2 tear-filled FaceTime calls. Taken aback by this, she immediately called 911 and informed them what she was told.
I got a phone call from my ex-boyfriend that he just killed his whole family, and his mother's on his way there to the house.
Okay, what's the address?
3719 Mac Court.
3719 Mac Court. Is that a single, double, or an apartment?
I think it's a single. It's a house. The one he said he killed was his sister, brother-in-law, 2 kids, and his sister's father.
Okay, ma'am, hold on 1 second. He said he texted you this?
No, he called me to tell me that.
You think he's serious?
When the first time he called, he was crying and told me that he loved me, that he's always going to love me, and he's never going to see me again, and he was very highly upset and then hung up. When I called him back several times, he refused to answer.
Okay, can you name out the people again you said who he said he killed?
It's the sister. Her name is Angelique. The husband, Tone. 2 kids. 1 17, I think the other little girl 6. And the father. His name is Angel.
All right, what's your ex-boyfriend's name?
His name is Martin, Martin, Muniz, Muniz.
What's his date of birth?
11/24/71.
Is he black, white, Hispanic?
He's Hispanic. I know he's walking right now, because when he FaceTimed me, he was walking.
You know what he's wearing?
He's wearing a red hoodie. It has like a logo on the left side of the shirt. The hoodie is up, but underneath the hoodie he's wearing like a cap, like a white, like a snow cap, I guess you can call it. He has a full beard.
You know where he's walking towards?
No.
Does he have any mental or physical disabilities?
No, he's bipolar, but he did tell me that he has a gun and he still has 2 bullets in it.
Do we know what kind of gun?
No.
You said he's known to have what kind of disorder?
He's bipolar. He has bipolar issues.
Do we know anything else?
No, he's been in prison before. He's been there total 21 years of break, but it was never for murder. It's always been drug charges. He seemed more calm, but he just kept saying over and over because I did it.
So when he called back, he seemed calm?
Yeah, but he kept saying, I killed them all.
Okay.
Additional units rushed to the scene and were left pondering over the gruesome report. Had this man callously murdered 5 people like he claimed? Or was this just the ramblings of a mentally unstable person who had no clear and understandable motives? Responding officers arrived at the crime scene. They struggled to keep their composure when they saw the nightmare-inducing sight inside the residence.
Hi, my daughter lives here. I got a call from 2 cousins, my son. Murdered them all. I don't know. I just got here and I don't trust him, so I was afraid to knock on the door. I was waiting for you guys.
His son's not here, I don't believe.
Yeah.
He approached two.
Do you know the cousin? Does he have mental disorders? What's up? Who's the guy that called?
My son, yes. He was locked up for 20 years. Yes, he's got mental
What was he
issues.
locked up for?
All kinds of violations.
Like violence
yes,
against people?
yes, yeah,
Okay,
he
well,
was locked up for
just
20
hang
years.
tight for us.
But, my daughter's car's at home. I got my whole inside over shaking.
Yeah. Fine, 2-5 radio. The front door is open. It's just unlocked. It's not all the way open.
Copy. You want me to walk in first and call my grandkids?
No, man, no. Hey, Sarge,
My
given
daughter,
permission to go inside his...
husband.
Have you tried to call her?
I called all of them. No one's answering. Her car's not here.
Cleveland Police!
I don't know. I was afraid of the door. I found cops. I haven't had the cops come, so I don't know. They're going in and out.
Oh, shit. Cleveland Police! Somebody's on the bed.
Someone's moving too.
Oh, yo, it's real. Get EMS rolling.
Radio.
You got one female on the ground.
Inside the home was a sight so horrifying, one of the officers couldn't resist cursing out of pure shock and horror. 5 people were found with gunshot wounds, 4 of which were specifically shot in the head. Each victim was found in a different room. Officers found 34-year-old Angelic Gonzalez, 70-year-old Miguel Angel Gonzalez, and 16-year-old Jaden Bayes. They were pronounced dead on arrival. Meanwhile, 48-year-old Anthony Booth was still alive, though he tragically succumbed to his wounds after being rushed to the hospital. Booth and Gonzalez's 8-year-old daughter was also rushed to the hospital. Muniz was living in the basement of his sister's home leading up to the shootings. Muniz walked to Clark Avenue, where he decided to confess his crimes to a pair of officers in a nearby police car. What he told them left them almost speechless. Consequently, he was arrested and taken into custody. The investigators believed there was more to the story, so they kept digging further, unprepared for what they were about to hear.
I know I walked into my sister's room and I shot Tone first.
You say Tone?
Yeah, Anthony.
Is that the 16-year-old?
No, that's the black dude. I shot him first.
The boyfriend?
My sister's husband.
Okay.
And then my sister looked at me and put her hands up and I shot her. And then I walked out the room and my niece told me, "How you doing?" And I didn't want to shoot her. I didn't want her to die. So I didn't shoot her in the head. the boy I shot in the head. Then I went upstairs and I shot him in the face.
Who?
Angel. And then I came back downstairs and I walked back in my sister's room and I shot Tone again. And then I went next to my sister and I put a bullet in the back of her head.
Now, your niece, was she shot at all?
Yeah, I shot her, but I didn't want her to die.
Okay.
She's harmless, just... I wouldn't have killed her son either. But, I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't want her to die. So I didn't shoot her in her face.
Muniz described the shootings and the exact order in a disturbingly calm and collected manner, though he mentions that he did not intend on killing his niece, hence why he did not shoot her in the head specifically. Miraculously, she survived and received treatment for her injuries, but there was someone specific that he had no qualms with murdering.
The guy upstairs that died, he used to beat me as a kid. And he got away with it because nobody would listen to me when I used to ask for help. Nobody listened.
Who is he?
He raised me.
Angel, you said?
Yeah. He raised me. He used to beat out of me, you know, have me kneeling down on heater vents and digging holes. And he bought a snakeskin belt. I used to have to do push-ups, so he smacked me in the back of the head. He used to take toolboxes and slap me with it, throw bricks at me. The last thing was he bought a bullwhip. And that's when I ran away. So I killed him.
Muniz would then accuse the man who raised him, Miguel Angel Gonzalez, of being physically abusive toward him when he was growing up. Could this have been an additional incentive for the murder? The conversation took a turn in a drastically different direction when Muniz went on a tangent. He would go on to admit that this was not the first time he took someone's life.
This ain't the first time I'm killing somebody. I got caught with the first gun on the first body, they just couldn't prove it was me.
Where was that at?
New Jersey. I gave the guy's name is Jamie Molina. I killed him on October 13, 2013, Northgate Park, broad daylight.
Why'd you do that?
He robbed me.
What was his name?
Jamie Molina.
In Camden, New Jersey, on October 30th, 2013, 45-year-old drug addict Jamie Molina was found shot to death. It was only when Muniz was arrested on unrelated charges when law enforcement discovered he had a gun that just so happened to match the shell casing that was found next to Molina's corpse. Yet, they lacked solid proof that he was indeed the killer. The detectives were not anticipating this second confession to murder. Alas, they could not see how it was remotely related to the case at hand. Nevertheless, they allowed him to continue explaining what happened all those years ago.
2013, December 13, 2013, I got caught. I had the gun that I killed Jamie with. And I copped out to the gun so they wouldn't pay attention to the murder. And it worked. They gave me 5 with a 5, day for day.
That was here?
No, that was in New Jersey.
So, you said you killed Jamie because he robbed you?
Yeah, he robbed me in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him when he was robbing me that I would give him my money. It's unnecessary for you to, you know, a scary guy will shoot you faster than I will.
Mm-hmm.
And he started shaking, and I'm telling him, dude, just take the money I'm giving you and go. Like, I'm not even gonna look for you because I understand the streets.
Sure.
And he kept doing it, and then he slapped me with the gun. And his mistake was he allowed me to look up. So he had prison Reeboks on and prison sweatpants on. And some type of, I don't know what the he had on his face. And he ran. So somebody brought me a gun and I started walking around. Between 3 and 4 o'clock, I seen him cross the street. I went, followed behind him. He walked to somebody's door and started banging on the door. When he walked to the sidewalk, I shot him in his face. And I walked away. December, that happened October. So, I don't know, I guess they was looking for somebody, I don't know. December 13th was Friday of 2013, and there was 3 kids throwing snowballs at a police car. So, and I had drugs on me. I was gonna pay them $500 each to stop so I could get the hell away. Well, that didn't work. The guy's name was Chief John B. Shaw. He pulled the van over, you know, yanked me out the van. I had the gun that I killed Jamie on me.
It was well known at the time that Molina had been struggling with drug abuse, even by his own family. His wife reportedly told news outlets shortly after his death that 2 friends spoke with him on the day of the shooting, and that she told him not to leave the home. After allegedly attempting to rob Muniz, who apparently was willing to offer him money if he just took it and left, Molina struck him with his gun. Once he got a glimpse of the robber, Muniz claimed that he had acquired a firearm, stalked the man, and shot him in the head after spotting him heading down a sidewalk not long after. As the interrogation continued, the heartless murderer made a stunning claim that tied the previous case with the current one.
During their questioning, I kept asking them, are you charging me with murder or homicide or anything like that? And they kept saying no. I asked them 3 times. After the 3rd time, I don't want to talk no more. And I told the police, you could get me out of here. I don't know what you're going to do with them. They didn't catch me. This one right here, I don't feel like running. I don't feel like going through difficulties. So I figure I just kill her whole family, tell you guys, come get me and go back home. So you guys are making it harder than it needs to be. All you have to do is say I'm guilty on the paper. That's it.
The detectives maintained their cool when they heard Muniz, once again, justify the brutal executions of his relatives. He just wanted to go back home. For him, a police interview was a perfect opportunity to finally confess what he did back in 2013 as well. As the unsettling details rolled out, Muniz seemed to shift part of the blame onto the police.
We're not trying to make it complicated.
Well, they are. You know how many people was on that street? Then you got...
No, we weren't over there, so we had no idea. To be honest,
what I find amazing is, if I'm in a police car and you have people walking up there that I guess they feel some type of way that I killed them. If you're really gonna do something to me, why are you standing in front of the cops? Why not just wait till the police car starts moving and shoot at it? So you want to be seen, and this is why I can't live with. People on the streets are stupid. They don't have no sense. They want to be seen. They want to be the center of attention. I don't. Just put me back in the box and forget that pill, whatever. I don't care. Whatever, however they're gonna play it. Send me back there. I don't want to be seen. I don't belong out here, man. I can't get used to this out here. They don't have no respect out here. Everything is a problem out here. If I walk too hard, it's a problem. If I don't get a job fast enough, it's a problem. You know how much I weighed when I moved to my sister's house? 320 pounds. Do I look like I'm 320 pounds, man? Because they starved me. I just had to sit in the basement and shut up like a dog. Well, I got tired of it. I never been nobody's. I let them live because she was my sister for as long as they was living, or she would have been dead. And I kept telling them to stop messing with me, just leave me alone. I'm gonna get a job. It's just taking me longer than most people. You know, somebody doing an application or interview is gonna ask you, you've been locked up. Yeah, I did 21 years. You think they're gonna hire you, man? It's not easy. And they kept doing me, man. Or they make smart little comments. You know, I know your feet hurt. Yeah, my feet hurt. Dude, I walk 11 miles trying to get a job because you won't drive me. And I'll pay you gas money when I get paid, dude. I ain't doing nothing for free.
To this crazed killer, murdering 4 people was enough to make law enforcement finally understand that he had to be locked away. As if blaming the police wasn't unbelievable enough, he deflected part of the blame on his murdered relatives, citing how they starved him, made snide remarks, and refused to offer him a lift to and from job interviews. But Muniz had much more to say about what pushed him over the edge.
And they started acting funny. So first she told her son to make something to eat. At 10 o'clock at night, she told him to make some, I don't know if you know what they are, but empanadas. They look like, okay, she told him to make, at 10 o'clock at night, he had to make 3 packs of those for her to give it to her, whoever. And her son told her, Mom, I have to go to school. She said, I don't give a f. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I came upstairs and I said, yo, Jay, you ate today? He like, nah. I asked, Iana, you ate today? He said, no. I said, so nobody in this house ate, but my sister wants you to make food for somebody else, to take to somebody else. But none of us ate here in this house. So I went to the basement. I said, damn, I'm getting tired of it. They came home. My sister ordered cleaning supplies delivered to the house. So I cleaned the house up. And then she came home and they made chicken and macaronis and mashed potatoes. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I went downstairs in the basement. I'm on my bed. And my feet hurt because I got blisters on my feet. So I was laying down for a while, but in my head, I'm gonna go upstairs and eat later. Right. And I went upstairs, I don't see no food, nowhere. Oh man, what the? And that was the last straw, man. I said, man, this, I'm tired of this. I'm already losing massive amounts of weight, like I'm on crack or something. And then I come home, so my thing was, I would clean the house to justify me staying there. So you can never say, I'm not just living there. And then at the same time, I'm trying to work, I'm walking around trying to get a job or whatever. And then I sometimes I would cook for them. I just got tired of it.
Muniz argued that he did not want to return home, and that his sister's alleged unusual behavior was what finally made him snap. After committing the heinous crime, he called her and admitted to what he did.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dude, people like me should never come home. Never. You know, everybody, you got people in there that cry about coming home. Oh man, I've been there my whole life. I'm 41 years old and I got 21 years in a box. Dude, don't let me out. And I told him that before I left. This is the biggest mistake you could do. Just let me stay. Why even let me home? I educated myself here. I don't cause trouble here. You know, when I first started my bid, yeah, of course I defend myself against tough guys. But towards the end, don't got no issue. And they still let me out. Now look, you got, I don't know how many of them died, but you got dead people. All this could have been avoided if you just left me in the box. I didn't want to come home. I didn't have nowhere to go.
When you talked to Lourdes, that was after you did everything.
Yeah, I tell her everything. I told her I did it, and she said, why? And I said, I don't know. It's done. And then I said, yo, I feel like it's a mistake, but it's already done. What can I do?
Perhaps most disturbing of all was that he seemed to credit himself for the arrival of the police by saying that the authorities would have never found the bodies had he not made his awful confession to his sibling.
The police was there. If I would have never called her, they would have never knew they was dead. Man, I could have left. Nobody would have went to that house for weeks. I had to throw it somewhere. 9 times out of 10, I shut it off so they can't track it. And I know that I separate the clip, the top bullet, and the gun. They're not together. They're probably not even next to each other.
Afterwards, Muniz would then go on a tangent about how fractured his mind truly was.
Your mind is no longer your mind. Your mind is only on instinct. And my instinct was to separate the gun and get rid of it so that nobody could grab it. So I know a kid can't grab it because I wouldn't have put it in his reach. In fact, I wouldn't have put it in your reach. And you're a grown man. So 9 times out of 10, the gun is somewhere that ain't gonna be found. I don't know where it's at because I didn't stand around to see where it's at.
I understand. I was just hoping maybe you might hit a reference. It is what it is.
I don't know what streets I was walking on. All I know is once I made the decision, like, damn, I don't have nowhere else to go. I don't have no money to get on the Greyhound bus. I might as well go back home. I've been for the last year or so, every time I go to sleep, you know what, it's better for me. I had a better time in jail than I do on the streets, man. I educated myself in jail. I got my high school diploma. It's not a GED. I taught myself the same teacher at school here in jail. Out here, I'm doing nothing, bro. I produce nothing. I'm just in the way. So it's time to go back.
Muniz expressed his frustrations about how useless he felt in society. Easily the most chilling words he had to tell these detectives was, "It's time to go back." And homicide was his one-way ticket back behind bars for good. Muniz accepted a plea deal and would go on to plead guilty to 4 counts of aggravated murder and 1 count of attempted aggravation. He also faced first-degree murder charges in New Jersey for the murder of Jamie Molina back in 2013. Instead of receiving the death penalty, he was sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole, along with an additional 16.5 years for attempted murder and 15 more years for firearm specifications. At the time of writing, Muniz is currently lodged in Cuyahoga County Jail, where he will no doubt spend the rest of his life as he is not eligible for parole and is being held on a $5 million bail.
Apparently, we got called that she fell down the stairs, but they found her just like that.
They found her like this?
Just like that.
Right here?
Yeah.
There's obvious and a whole bunch of stuff going on with her face.
Chelsea. So what's going on? Like your entire fist is swollen like you've been punching something.
It sounds crazy, but it's like there's bad spirits and it's like that.
I'll be completely honest, guys. A lot of stuff isn't adding up right now. Respectfully.
It's March 16th, 2024. Police have arrived at the home of 30-year-old Chelsea Renee Duperron of Wayne, Michigan, acting on a report from Duperron herself that her 8-year-old daughter, Lila Cassell, had stopped breathing.
When was the last time you saw her awake and up? I got it now.
Last night she sat up a little
I got it. What time last night? I need you to be as specific as possible.
Probably about 10-ish.
You said last night at 10?
Yeah.
You saw her awake, up? Does she have any medical conditions or anything like that? No? No special disabilities or anything like that?
Wayne is usually described as a friendly and quiet area, away from the chaos and noise of Detroit. But tonight, that could not be further from the truth. When officers enter the property, they encounter Lila, unresponsive, wearing a diaper, with her head and neck covered in. Medics would later take the girl to hospital, where, tragically, she would be pronounced dead.
Okay, there's obvious and a whole bunch of stuff going on with her face.
She fell down the stairs.
And was that ever reported?
No.
With that severe injury, did she go to the hospital?
Excuse me?
No.
Where was she? In here? On the floor?
Yeah, she's still.
Are you okay? Mo?
Yeah.
That's what they found. What do you need?
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Who found parents or?
Apparently parents. And well, PD came in mowing roads are just like that. But she has an ice pack on her bed. Her face looks like this.
Who is the camera?
Me. No one touch anything, please.
I would just
look at her legs. She's been here for I don't even know how long.
As police began to question Chelsea Duperrin, however, it's clear that something is amiss. What follows is a dark trip into the scenes of unimaginable violence, an unstable perpetrator, and one of the most unsettling cases in Michigan's criminal history. Shortly after the police enter Duperrin's property on the 16th of March, they head into Lila's bedroom, where they are met with a horrific sight. The young girl is still breathing, but she's barely clinging onto life. She's unconscious, unable to move, and has sustained serious wounds across her body, primarily to her face and neck. The ambulance is called, and Lila is urgently given the medical attention she seems to have been denied. After Lila has been taken to hospital, officers move in to question Chelsea Duperrin about what transpired to leave her daughter in this critical state. Duperrin, whose boyfriend was living with her at the time of the incident, had told the police that Lila's injuries had been sustained from falling down the stairs 2 days ago. This is something that she would recount as officers began to question her in her living room. Specifically, she claims that Lila fell down the basement stairs shortly after 10 p.m. on the 14th of March, after she had been put to bed. For a whole 48 hours, by this account, Lila would have been lying in immense pain from her wounds.
So at 10 p.m., what was the context? Were you putting her to bed? Was she awake? Was she walking around?
I was laying in bed with her and was asking if she was okay, and I gave her water, and I just laid down in bed with her.
In her bed?
Mm-hmm.
And that was at 10 o'clock, roughly?
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking to you, she was breathing?
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened after that? Did you fall asleep in there with her? Did you wake up next to her? What?
Yeah. No, I've been sleeping in there with her. And then I came to sleep out here, and I just went to check on her, and she was cold.
He's outside with, is it stepdad?
Yeah, that's my boyfriend.
And then what's the backstory in regards to her falling down the stairs? How long ago did that take place?
I think it was 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
It seemed like she was getting better.
So 2 days ago she fell down the basement stairs?
Mm-hmm.
She fell from the top?
Mm-hmm.
Has she been like that for 2 days?
Yeah.
What time was the last time she was like talking to you?
Yesterday.
Shortly after the questioning begins, the male officer attending the scene can be heard asking about the unusually swollen hands.
Are your hands usually that swollen, like on your arms as well? You got like, that hand is completely different size, your whole arm, like, what's going on with all that stuff?
You got to talk to them.
She is talking. Do you know something that we need to know or what? I'll be completely honest, guys. A lot of stuff isn't adding up right now, respectfully.
The police even mention that her swollen hands make it look like she has been punching something, as her boyfriend places his head in his hands and quietly sobs.
Like your entire fist is swollen like you've been punching something. You have all over your arms.
Chelsea.
Come talk to me outside, sir.
Chelsea. You gotta talk.
As police continue to prompt a silent Chelsea to open up, her body language remains reserved and awkward, only raising further suspicion as the officers continue to press her. Even more concerning is that Chelsea tells police that Lila has accused her own mother, of hitting her, although she denies these claims.
She said that what? That I hit her and not again. She said downstairs. She said she was downstairs and then when I came down there, I hit her.
She said that you hit her? Down the stairs?
Not down the stairs, but when we were down the stairs. But it's like, I don't remember that at all. Like, I literally remember going downstairs, we were listening to music, we was going to go grocery shopping, and then, yeah, I felt like, I thought I seen a lady down there, and then all of a sudden, it was like I woke up.
Who told you that you hit her?
Lila did.
That's her, Lila, in there? How old is she?
8.
She said that you hit her? This was...
But she said your lips were black, but it was you, I think. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Then, new signs that Chelsea may be spinning an unsettling tale for law enforcement emerge. She mentions that she thinks the house might be haunted, feigning any involvement. According to Chelsea, it was not her, or even a human, who inflicted these injuries upon her daughter that night, but an evil spirit.
What do you think caused this?
I don't know.
Now, when she said, Mom, you hit me, because you're mom, right? Did she look like that? Did she have those bruises?
Yeah.
Already? You don't remember doing that?
Not at all.
Any drinking, any drugs?
No, I was not.
Can I talk to you?
Like, I was completely sober. I quit drinking. I was sober.
Why don't you remember what happened?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I honestly think this house is haunted.
Would the police buy something as far-fetched as this? Or was this all over for Duperron? As the police put more pressure on Chelsea to reveal an accurate side to the story, she begins to put together a strange, fabricated version of events. Duperron starts by blaming the bad spirits in the house for her daughter's injuries and begins to discuss a lady she saw in the basement around the time the incident took place, although she is the only adult woman living in the house. She provides no explanation as to what this lady looked like or how she acted, but maintains that this happened throughout the course of the body cam footage.
When she said that you hit her, can you be more elaborate? How did she say? One smack, one punch, multiple punches?
She just said I hit her. Didn't say.
There was no specification?
Mm-mm. And it was like everything was good, so there'd be no reason for me to even hit her, and I don't whoop her or anything. So, and then we went downstairs, and all of a sudden I was like, I turned the corner, and there was a lady there, and she was all like, I don't like your music, and I was like, and then, yeah, and that makes no sense. That's why I don't like saying that.
So once you saw this face in front of you, is that when you started just punching?
No, I just don't really, I don't remember really.
And you just like blacked out. And then when was the last time you remember coming back to? From the time that she fell down the stairs and you went down there with her, you blacked out, and then when was the next thing that you remember? When what?
When Dina got home from work. Well, there was, see, I don't know.
When she first mentions these outlandish claims, the officers ask her if she had been taking anything that would impede her ability to recall the night's events. Chelsea claims that she had been on and off trying to quit drinking for a few days, but soon contradicts herself, detailing that she last had a drink only a few days ago. Her story here seems extremely muddled, and the officers continue to question her further as a result.
Is there anything that would, I guess, why you wouldn't remember? Do you suffer from anything? Do you take any drugs or alcohol or anything like that?
I mean, I drink alcohol, but I quit alcohol.
When was the last time you drank?
Well, I've been on and off trying to quit, but I quit for like a few days. He'd probably remember better than I can.
Do you remember the last time you drank something? Today's now Saturday.
The other day when I ran to Rite Aid to get a couple double shots.
Or the other day?
Or not double shots, little dollars.
The story soon becomes even more extravagant. Chelsea informs the police that not only is this lady in the basement a witch, but she was, in her opinion, responsible for inflicting Lila's injuries.
What happened when you saw this lady?
She was saying that this is her house, she's lived down there, and she's a witch. And she was like, look what I can do. And it was like, all of a sudden, yeah.
All of a sudden what?
It just, everything, I don't know. It's like it doesn't make sense.
I understand that.
Really
Sometimes us asking these questions kind of re-sparks that, and it might trigger a memory that you have.
About this. Like my baby's gone to us.
I know that, dear, but we're trying to figure out what happened to your baby.
The police seem to think it's all a ruse. With Chelsea sobbing in the living room, the questioning officer quietly reports to his colleague in the next room. He exclaims that Lila did not fall down the stairs, and he doesn't believe Chelsea's story about the paranormal.
She did not fall down the stairs. She did not fall down the stairs. Made up.
Now, there is an air of impatience, perhaps even aggression, in Chelsea's tone of voice.
And I'm sure you want to figure out what happened too, so us asking these questions might trigger something that you subconsciously remember, you know what I mean?
Always that lady in the basement and take that's.
What did she
said
look like?
She's a witch and that she was over here for, and that we need to get out of her house instead.
How long have you guys lived here?
I don't know, like 2 years or something. I'm not good with timelines. I don't know.
Did you burn yourself? Did somebody
No.
burn you? Because like flip this hand over. And so you got like blisters consistent with like possibly a burn. I mean, you don't remember how you obtained these injuries? Turn your arms in back out. How long ago were these?
When I was a kid.
When you were a kid? Do you think this lady or this woman might have attacked you?
That's what it felt like, yeah, because...
When you came back to it, did you feel like you just got in a fight?
Yeah.
You feel like worn out and sore and like the pain from the and stuff?
Yeah, my arm is... yeah.
Do you have any other injuries? Any other... like elsewhere, legs or back or neck or anything like that?
My legs, I do.
What's on your legs?
Just, I woke up with them actually a few days before that on my knees.
Okay. This was a few days before you saw the lady?
Yes. Like someone prayed on me and told me I was cursed.
At this point, the officer also asks Chelsea why Lila was wearing a diaper when she was discovered.
What's the situation with her wearing a diaper?
Well, because her back hurts, so she didn't want to get up, so I got her diapers.
How long has that been going on?
Just like a day or two ago. Or maybe yesterday, actually.
Was she able to move? Was she able to get up?
She did. She sat up once, but she didn't. She wasn't able to like get up and move around.
So she hasn't been able to get out of bed in 2 days? Like since the whole basement?
Yeah, she's been staying in bed.
Duperron seems to be running out of options now. As the police close in even more, it seems as though there is nowhere left for her to turn. In the footage, it becomes clear that the officers are planning to make an arrest.
I have to take pictures of your arms, okay? Can you just light it up a little?
That's a burn I had too. It's just swollen-ness.
Which one's a burn?
Right there. Just like I have burn. These are burn marks.
From work?
Yeah.
You have on your legs as well? Are you able to show them without exposing yourself?
What are these from?
I woke up with these before that happened.
Before what happened?
Before the whole incident.
As the footage comes to a close, Chelsea maintains her story that Lila sustained her injuries after falling down the stairs. With no further mention of the mysterious paranormal activity, it seems as though Duperron had spun an impossible story here, and it certainly isn't adding up. Unfazed, the officers finish their questioning and proceed to an arrest.
So she wasn't able to move really that much because she fell down the stairs?
Yeah.
Well, I thought we established the falling down the stairs didn't happen.
Or, I mean, yeah, because of what happened downstairs or whatever. Like, I don't know. She looked like she fell down the stairs. But I know what it looks like. But I would not do that to her.
When the police took Chelsea Duperron to the station, she would be charged with first-degree murder and child. The bizarre story she unraveled to officers that night was upheld far into her not guilty plea, and it seemed that Duperron truly believed evil spirits were to blame for her daughter's killing. The evidence, however, was overwhelming. Chelsea had brutally beaten her daughter to death, and while Lila remained unconscious, she had made trips to purchase liquor and diapers. Lila was reportedly unrecognizable from her injuries at the time police discovered her. Tragically, they believed that if she was taken to hospital on the day of the assault, she would have survived. There was no witch, and there were no spirits, And Duperrin eventually changed her plea to guilty when the evidence was so obviously stacked against her. The judge sentencing Duperrin told the convicted murderer that Lila suffered something more than falling down the stairs.
She had significant swelling from the crown of her head to the soles of her feet and everything in between. Multiple wounds to her face, to her head. Certainly something more than falling down the stairs. She was brutally attacked by the individual that was supposed to love her, to nurture her, to care for her, to protect her, and to guard her against any and everything.
At her sentencing hearing, Duperrin did not apologize for her actions. She was ultimately sentenced to up to 50 years in prison in July 2025 for her crimes. She will need to serve at least 28 years before she can be considered eligible for parole.
But Lila should be remembered as the well-behaved, fun-loving, innocent, light-of-the-world, bubbly girl that she was, and not for anything else. And so this court believes that Lila is now in a place where she is loved for, where she is cared for, and where no one else will have the opportunity to fail her.
What's the address?
Please hurry. It's 2 Blake Street. There's a fire.
Okay.
Oh my God, there's a fire. I'm trying.
On a cold night in Connecticut, a woman called 911 and screeched for help. Her home was being consumed by fire. Police seized the area as firefighters forced their way inside the burning household.
There's a fire! Yeah, get out! You gotta get out!
However, first responders soon discovered that this was a desperate call for help by a person that almost no one knew. Who was this mysterious victim, and why did they resort to such extreme measures? On February 17, 2025, police officers in Waterbury, Connecticut, responded to a house fire. Sullivan, who was struggling to keep her composure, called 911 and begged for their help.
Ma'am, what's
2
up
Blake
there?
Street. The TV, I don't know, my son, he was a stepson, he's in his room, and I don't know, he did something with the TV. I was sleeping, I fell asleep.
See flames or smoke?
Yeah, please, we need an ambulance.
Ma'am, all right, you said something's on fire and now you need an ambulance. What's going on there?
Yes, his room, the TV in his room.
Did he get injured? Is he on fire?
Yes, he's injured. Please, send the ambulance.
Where is he injured?
I don't know. He's I don't know. He's kind of passed out. He's out of it. Please.
Is the fire out, ma'am?
No, it's not. Please. I'm trying to.
I understand, ma'am. I'm trying to get information on what's going on there.
Oh my God! It's like all the power in the house is out. I don't know if it blew a fuse.
Okay, ma'am. Just get out of the house, okay?
Yes, I'm going to call my daughter.
All right.
Oh my God.
Sullivan reported that the fire was caused by her 31-year-old stepson, who wanted to remain anonymous and be identified only as S, and that it involved his TV. Though she was unsure of the exact details, she alleged that he passed out and was in danger.
There's a fire! Yeah, get out! You gotta get out! It's not safe, you have to get out!
Everybody's out or not?
No, I have no idea. We just got here when they got here.
Alright, guys, get out of the way for them. So we gotta get a unit to that side.
So, why don't you bring your car over on that side?
Just go all the way around. We're not gonna be able to get through here.
It was later revealed that the stepson had started the fire on the second floor with his deceased father's lighter and had ignited printer paper soaked in hand sanitizer. First responders wasted no time in evacuating the home. A firefighter rushed inside to carry the 31-year-old to safety. While the chaos was unfolding and smoke was pouring out of the home, Sullivan's son-in-law and one of her daughters arrived at the scene.
That's the mother-in-law. Oh, that's your mom? Yeah, okay. All right.
Listen, we gotta get you guys off the road. Go to the other side over there.
The other side?
Yeah, because we're gonna have trucks coming down, so you gotta move. Okay? So when you get there, you need to stay as far as you can, and we'll bring her over when we're done. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Come on. Come down. Come down.
Come on, down.
Who else is in the house? Who else is in here?
My stepson is in here.
How many other people?
Help him out.
Listen,
That's it. I have 2 cats.
Everybody's out?
Yes.
But your stepson's still inside?
Yeah, he's right here.
Okay,
yes.
come out. Come down the road. Come on. It's not safe to stay here. Come on.
All right, here he is. All right, my dog is shaking.
I know. Come down here.
The stepmother in question is spoken to, though she seemed more worried about the safety and well-being of her pets than her endangered stepson.
You can't go back inside. You cannot go back inside. Here. Come. You cannot go back inside right now. The house is on fire. You're not going back in. All right? We're gonna move you.
Can she come down here? Can I go?
Oh, your daughter's the one in that car?
Yes.
She's gonna be over there for you. Okay? I told her to go to the park because we have to get everybody in.
During this time, S was carried to safety by a firefighter.
One victim right here.
EMTs were disgusted by how bad S smelled, not helped by how dirty he was at the time. As he would reveal, his poor hygiene and atrocious odor was not by choice.
Since he hasn't had a shower in over a year. So dirt all over him. Am I going here? What's the deal?
Yeah, I guess so. And I guess Martin and I is following you down.
All right, tell him to meet me.
Okay.
S told first responders that he had spent most of his life locked in his room and was not allowed to leave without permission from either Sullivan or his late biological father, Craig Sullivan. His mother had not been in his life since he was 2 years old. He alleged that, more often than not, he would be imprisoned in his room from between 22 to 24 hours a day. The fire caused notable damage throughout the home, yet investigators were quick to realize that the household was in an abysmal condition anyway, with excessive amounts of trash, containers, and more disturbingly, rusted locks outside of S' door. S was transported to the hospital in critical condition as he was malnourished, feeble, and was suffering from smoke inhalation. Meanwhile, officers decided it was time to have a chat with Kimberly while she was waiting in a car in a nearby parking lot.
You want me to hang by stepmom for right now or what?
What?
You want me to hang by stepmom for right now? Or?
Yeah, get her,
I'm trying to find out where the hell she is. Because I just got here.
She's waiting in a car down here.
Okay.
Get her,
all of her info and everything?
We already got all of her info. I just don't want her to go anywhere. We don't have enough to really detain her.
Yeah.
Hello, are you Kimberly? Hi, I'm Detective Pesh. I investigate all the fires that happen in the city, so I just wanted to get an idea of what you know or what happened. When did he say that?
He said he woke up and the TV was in flames.
Okay. Where was he when he said that to you?
He was coming out of his room.
He was coming out of his room?
Yeah. I guess he fell asleep, and I guess he, I don't know, smelled the smoke.
So take me right to the beginning of when you know there's a fire or there's smoke.
I smelled it.
Okay, where were you?
In bed.
In bed? Where's your bed?
In bed,
Downstairs,
right
upstairs? Upstairs, okay.
Yeah.
You smelled it, so then what happened then?
Then I guess he was sleeping, he passed out.
Okay. But what did you do though, specifically?
I was screaming for him. I was screaming it, for him, and I was trying to go into the room, but it was just, there were just flames. So he came out of the room. You imagine he woke up, he came out of the room.
So when you saw him at first, he was sleeping?
No, he was talking.
Okay.
But he said that he couldn't come out of the room because there were flames.
Okay.
And I was standing like back because I could see them, and I said, just come out.
And he couldn't get out because of the flames?
Right. I said, just come out. Just come out.
Okay.
Said, just come out,
Did he run through him?
I guess he did, yeah.
Okay.
I guess he did.
Was the door locked on his room or no?
No.
Okay. Is it normally locked?
No.
Okay, it's normally open?
No. Yeah.
And he has free reign to go out of there whenever he wants?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he have any mental challenges or anything? What is he?
Sullivan claimed that her stepson woke her up and was coming out of his room when the fire occurred, a stark contrast to the harrowing explanation that he revealed to EMT in the ambulance. Sullivan informed the investigator that S did not have any mental health conditions, but allegedly had a lot of problems. His late father was against doctors, but she claimed she took S to a psychiatrist in the past. However, investigators could not find any information about S receiving any treatments from medical professionals of any kind. Shortly afterwards, Sullivan is then asked what she planned on doing next.
Well, we don't know yet, but that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking if there's a history of. Okay. So no, nothing like that in the past. Okay. So other than you, were you sleeping, you said, in your bed? Yeah. Okay. You smell smoke, right? You get up, you go to his room, right? And you're
screaming.
Screaming, yeah.
He must have been sleeping and just, I don't know. Just
okay.
Didn't realize until it was actually happening.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. And you're telling him to get out of the room, because there's flames there.
He was scared because of the...
Yeah, and I get that.
And I said, just go through them, whatever, just come out of the room.
Yeah. And where do you go at that point?
We both went downstairs.
So he was able to get out with you at that time? Okay. Okay.
And I was trying to hit 911, and I was just so shaken, it took me a second.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I get that. All right. You're going to be here for a little while?
Well, I was going to go to the hospital.
Okay. Is somebody with you? Who's with you?
My daughter.
Oh, okay.
Medical practitioners were shocked at the state of S. He weighed only 68 pounds, almost 130 pounds less than the average American, and his body mass index of 11, which was roughly half of what it should have been. He suffered from tooth decay, and he told police that bits of his teeth would break off whenever he ate. But that wasn't the worst of it. S was also diagnosed with cachexia, otherwise known as wasting syndrome, as well as refeeding syndrome. In other words, he was dangerously underweight and was burning up calories, body fat and muscles at an alarming rate. But since he was so used to not eating, forcing him to eat more quickly could have been dangerous, as he would not have been able to absorb nutrients. With these terrifying discoveries in mind, investigators were perplexed at one simple question: why exactly was the stepson locked away for so long? Well, according to court records, S was pulled out of school at 11 years old because both Kimberly and Craig received at least 2 visits from the Department of Children and Families. The DCF made repeated visits to their home, as S reportedly told teachers that he was starving in school. According to the victim's former principal, S was so hungry and thirsty that he reportedly stole food from classmates and even drank from the toilet. Yet after one of the visits in 2005, officers determined that there was nothing concerning or unusual and that the home seemed clean. Ergo, no further action was taken. Craig and Kimberly were sick and tired of these visits, so they allegedly locked their child away in his room, adding more locks as the years went by. Outside of being handed a few books and a dictionary every year, he missed out on a proper education. He didn't even know how to operate technology like an iPad or even a microwave. Many of his days were spent looking out of the window and counting cars. Though he has a television set in his room, it was so old that it didn't even have color and eventually broke over time. As the years went by, more locks were added to the door. When it came to medical treatment, since the late Craig Sullivan distrusted doctors, the only medical treatment he ever received was little more than painkillers whenever he was suffering. He told detectives that he was fed 2 sandwiches containing either egg salad, peanut butter or tuna, and small portions of water a day for more than 20 years. Lacking a toilet of his own, he resorted to newspapers and bottles to get rid of his bodily wastes and created a makeshift funnel to dispose of his urine outside of his window. What little drinking water he had left was also to wash himself with. During the 1 hour a day where he was allowed out of his room, he disposed of his physical waste, but even then he was still not allowed to take a shower. An affidavit alleged that after his father died, he was permitted to take the dog to the back of the garden for about 1 minute a day. The stepmother became more controlling after Craig Sullivan, who was wheelchair-bound in the later stages of his life, died of a stroke in 2024. S told police that he attempted to escape confinement once before, but was slapped in the face by her. Compared to S' half-sisters, they reportedly had normal lives and were allowed to go about the house freely. The victim, in comparison, was instructed not to make a sound when visitors came to the home. Very few people ever step inside, though. It was on the aforementioned date of February 17, 2025, where S decided to start the fire. Though he alleged that nothing set him off to do this, he believed that either one of 2 things would happen. Someone would rescue him, or he would perish in the inferno. To him, the gamble was worth it, as either outcome was better than continuing living the way he did. After igniting the fire near his door, Sullivan reportedly pulled S out of his room and took him to the bathroom, where he began cleaning him to hide the evidence of neglect. This occurred before police or firefighters arrived. During this time, he collapsed to the floor, ignoring his mother's demands to get back up on his feet. When law enforcement and the fire department arrived, the victim was carried to safety by a firefighter who was apparently shocked by how weightless he was. None of the neighbors even knew of S's existence, much less the horrid conditions he was subjected to.
And did you know of anything, hear of anything next door?
Nope.
Did you ever see the woman, or you obviously never saw the kid?
I obviously saw the woman, coming in passing, but When I was asked about a son, I was shocked. I never even heard of or knew that there was a son until my stepdaughter told me the story about when she was sitting on the swing and she saw a little boy up in the window, or what she thought was a little boy. It turns out, if that was 15 years ago, so he must have been about 22 at the time. He just appeared to be a little boy, I guess, to her.
I was just in the backyard playing, and I looked up and saw a boy, and I waved at him. He smiled and waved back, and I hadn't seen him in the house or anywhere around since. So I just figured, like, was family visiting? Is it somebody that I made up? There was just no sign of him being there outside of that day.
I've been out here, I don't know how many times, with the dogs, cutting grass. If he would have just tapped on the window and said, "Help me," I could have helped him.
A friend of Sullivan said, out of the 21 years she knew her, she never entered her home and did not even know she had a stepson. Some of his family members were unaware of what was going on. S's uncle, Kurt, reportedly hired a private investigator to find his seemingly missing nephew, but found nothing. Though he was close to his brother, Craig, their relationship disintegrated over time after getting married to Kimberly, who was accused of being very controlling over her stepson. S's half-sister also tried looking for him, but was unsuccessful. On March 12th, 2025, Sullivan was arrested and charged with assault, kidnapping, and unlawful restraint. She denied all accusations against her, though she previously told an officer that she would cooperate if they had any more questions to ask. According to her arrest warrant, she said she spoke to her legal representative and refused to answer any further questions. She was bailed on a $300,000 bond and with a GPS monitor. In response to these events, Waterbury Mayor Paul Pernarowski said at a press conference, "It's truly horrifying and beyond comprehension what occurred here. The young man's unimaginable suffering over the course of 2 decades is just a reminder of the darkness that does exist in our world." He added, "We're committed to supporting him in every way possible as he begins to heal from this unimaginable trauma."
I introduced myself to the victim, explained who I was. His first question in this sphere is, why is she out walking around when I was locked up in a room for 20 years?
Waterbury Police Chief Fernando Spaniolo said the suffering this victim endured for over 20 years is both heartbreaking and unimaginable. He added, 33 years in law enforcement, this is the worst treatment of humanity that I've ever witnessed.
There's an adult that was 5'9" and 68 pounds. There's some apparent orthopedic issues. The room was very small. That room did have exterior locks on it and a number of different styles of exterior locks. As was explained during an interview with the victim throughout the years, it appeared that the locks increased in security levels as time progressed.
Sullivan was taken to court in May, where she pleaded not guilty. Her attorney, Ioannis Kaloidis, had plenty to say about the damning allegations towards his client.
Is it your stance that her husband, now late husband, was the person who kept him in the room for 20 years? Do you think he was to blame for all these years?
So right there, respectfully, your question assumes that he was in fact kept in a room for 20 years. We do not believe that is the case. My client is adamant. She has done nothing wrong, and this man was not held in a room for 20 years.
Okay. So you're saying that the victim's allegations are just plain wrong, not that his blame was wrong?
We are saying that the accuser's claims are not true.
Okay.
My client is adamant. She did not do the things that her accuser is claiming.
Any message to people, especially those online who've, made snap judgments? You've talked about already assuming that she's guilty. Any message to those folks?
Look, the rush to judgment is wrong. They don't have all the facts. They've assumed a lot of things and they've run with them. Also, in the online community, the burden has been shifted to Kimberly. And that's not how things work. Whether your online followers care to believe it or not, she is not guilty of any crime.
Not only did he deny the damning allegations, but he argued that many of the horrifying details were grossly exaggerated and far from true.
We've gotten records. His weight has been an issue since he was a child. What's more important is what's not in those photos. Any locked doors, any chains, any handcuffs, any bars, any evidence of restraint. Only person who's saying that they were locked anywhere is the accuser. And the only evidence of it is their word.
Instead, the blame was shifted solely on the late biological father, who Colloidis claimed had been dictating how S would be raised. In court, he mentioned the numerous threats that Sullivan received online, while arguing that restricting her movement would be detrimental for her safety. His counter-argument was clear. Sullivan was not a villain. On October 31st, 2025, a judge decided that Sullivan and her defense would be informed of her stepson's new alias for purposes related to the case. This came as a shock to many, especially the victim.
This is no different than a domestic violence victim being at a safe haven home. He certainly wouldn't disclose the address of a safe haven home to a domestic violence abuser, and that's the case, the state's position that this is.
Earlier this year, S released his first public statement where he thanked the first responders who rescued him from the burning house. He said, quote, "This is not the name given to me by my parents when I was born. I am choosing a new name for myself, and I will use that name as I reclaim control over my life and my future. My name is my choice, and it is the first of many choices I will make for myself now that I am free. I am a survivor of more than 20 years of captivity and domestic abuse. I was held prisoner in my home from the time I was taken out of 4th grade until 2 months ago, when I purposely set the fire that helped set me free. I am speaking out today to begin the process of reclaiming my life and have my say in how my story is told. I ask everyone involved in my story to fully cooperate with the authorities who are helping me seek justice for these crimes. I also ask the public and the media to respect those investigations and my privacy as this process plays out. This isn't just a story, it's my life." At the time of writing, the court case surrounding these nightmarish events continues. As the victim slowly continues to recover and make up for the lost years of his life, the world waits with bated breath at the results of this deeply disturbing legal battle.
Where's the emergency? Okay, wait, what's the address? What, baby? Breathe. What's the address?
Work at the sheriff's office.
Hey, come in.
Go.
I'm sorry.
Get her out of here. Hey, go outside.
On February 23rd, 2025, at approximately 5:45 in the morning, deputies in Burke County, Georgia, responded to a frantic 911 call. What they found inside would spark one of the most controversial cases the county had ever seen. A young father lay dying on the bedroom floor. His girlfriend stood barefoot in the cold, hysterical, claiming it was all a terrible accident. But as body camera footage captured every moment of that chaotic scene, officers began to notice something didn't add up.
Work at the sheriff's office.
Hey, come in.
Go.
I'm sorry.
Get her out of here. Hey, go outside. Step out. Woman, you want to work? I'll get. Hey, just stand right there with him. Hey, breathe for me, okay? Breathe. Look at me. Breathe.
Yes, sir.
Breathe.
It's
Breathe.
my baby. My baby. I shot him on accident. I didn't mean to.
Let's step out here. You got some
I need
pants?
some pants.
All right,
Can
where's
I
your
get
pants at? Listen to
They're in
me.
the drawer, in the third drawer. Or the second
give
drawer.
me.
Progress.
We have progress. He's
Hey,
okay.
let's go out here.
Okay.
Hey, give me some pants right there, Johnson, for her. Step back up here. I don't want you going up.
Oh, yes, if I... Please, I'll take the ones I was holding him with.
10-4, send them in. We have CPR in progress.
I'll get the ones out of the laundry
Some
room.
pants. All right, come on. Let's go get them out of the
Right
laundry
here,
room.
right here.
All right.
They're going to be dirty.
Put them on. Stand right over here.
So sorry.
It's okay.
EMA is staging. They're currently en route to your location. Please, is he okay?
10-4, don't have them staged. Send them on in.
Is he breathing?
We're going to handle that in a minute. Just put your pants on, okay? All right, let's step out here. I'll get you some shoes.
What follows is a case of domestic violence turned deadly, body camera footage that exposed the truth.
Hey, breathe for me, okay? Okay. Just breathe for me, okay? Take a deep breath. Breathe. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe. Okay? Breathe. Okay? Alright, you want to go have a seat in the car real quick so you can get warmed up and stuff? We're gonna walk right over here to this car, okay? Hey, is your car unlocked? We're gonna have a seat right here in the back seat of his car, okay? Hey, just breathe, okay? Breathe. I'm about to put you in a car.
My baby, my baby.
Oh,
Why is
hey,
nobody
hey,
here?
the other side for me, okay?
Why is nobody
There. Where's your child at?
My children are with my mother. We
Okay.
went out tonight,
Okay.
and we got home recently, and we were just checking my gun for when we got in, and I pulled it back, and the safety wasn't on. I didn't check it first. That was my fault, and I just looked at it, and I pulled the trigger on accident.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. All right, so just give me 1 second, okay? I got to get my notebook and stuff. I just need you to breathe for me, okay? All right, just stay right there for me.
Please just make sure.
Hey, will you do me a favor? Grab me a notepad and a notepad or something to write with.
I was just looking down the barrel, and my finger was on the trigger, and that was my fault for not having proper gun safety.
Okay.
And I pulled the chamber back, to look in it, but before I did, my finger was on the trigger, and that was my fault. That was my fault, and I'm so sorry for not having proper gun safety, and I shot my baby.
The call came in just before 6 a.m. On the other end of the line, a woman's voice, barely comprehensible through sobs and screams. Hannah Cobb wailed into the phone. She gave the address on 4 Points Road near Waynesboro, and within 5 minutes, Burke County Sheriff's deputies were pulling up to the mobile home. What they walked into was chaos. Officers pushed through the front door to find Hannah standing in the hallway, hysterical, wearing only a shirt with no pants. Just beyond her, in the bedroom doorway, lay 30-year-old Telvin Osborne, bleeding from a gunshot wound to the chest. One deputy immediately began CPR, while others tried to control the scene and figure out what had just happened. She kept repeating, confusing the officers who initially thought there might be a child involved in the shooting. But as they quickly determined, there were no children at the residence that night. Hannah's 2 kids were with her mother. The word baby was how she referred to Telvin, her boyfriend, and the father of her children. While paramedics worked desperately to save Telvin's life, deputies focused on Hannah.
I didn't mean to. I was about to take the clip out and everything. And I just didn't mean to. We were just getting ready for bed. And I always check my gun before I go to bed, as well as his gun before we go to bed. And we put him by our nightstand and one on the dresser. And I just went to do it. He was standing in front of me, and I just pulled it back on accident. And I didn't know it wasn't on safety. And I did pull the trigger, and it was so easy.
All right. Just calm down.
I swear to God, I didn't mean. I would never shoot my baby. I love it.
Listen, just breathe for me, okay? Just focus on breathing right this second. Get your breathing under control.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
And then we'll go from there, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Just focus on that for right this second, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have a driver's license on you?
I do, yes, sir. It's inside in my purse.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is your name?
My name is Hannah Cobb.
Spell your first name for me.
H-A-N-N.
H-A-N-N.
A-H.
Cobb. That's C-O-B-B.
B-B.
Okay. What's your date of birth, Miss Cobb?
2/17/2000.
2/17/2000?
2000.
2000.
Is he okay? Please.
Not sure, honestly. I don't have my...
Please.
What time do you shoot?
Just now, as soon as I called 911.
Just now. All right. All right. Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. All right. All right. Hey, what'd I tell you? Focus on your breathing.
You did. I'm sorry.
Focus on your breathing right this second, okay?
Father, my children. I'm sorry.
What's your address?
861 4 Points Road West.
861 4 Points?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lot 21. It does not match my driver's license
That's
yet.
okay. That's fine. 4 Points Road West?
West. Keysville, 30816.
What's the lot number?
21.
21?
Yes.
Lot 21. And you said Keysville?
Yes.
She was only 25 years old, and within minutes of sitting in that patrol car, she began telling officers exactly what she claimed had happened. According to Hannah, they kept bullets chambered in their firearms at night because they'd been victims of a robbery in the past. She insisted Telvin was standing right in front of her, about to come into the bathroom to wash his face and brush his teeth, when the gun went off. But even as Hannah sat in the back of that patrol car, crying and apologizing,
Are they doing compressions?
No,
Sir, please, that is my husband. That is my baby. I cannot let him die.
Let's walk back over here.
I swear to God, I'm sorry, sir. I did not mean to. It was a complete accident. My baby.
Let's walk over here. Hey, walk over here, Mom.
Father of my children, please, sir. I swear to God, it was a complete accident. I don't have your shoes on.
That's why I want someone standing in front of that door.
Please, God.
Hey, it's okay. We'll take her up here. Hey, listen to me. Just breathe. Breathe.
My baby.
Hey,
My baby. Please.
Hey, we're just gonna walk over here.
Please.
Hey, what'd I tell you about your breathing? Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Breathe, okay? I need you to breathe very hard. Breathe.
Okay.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me in my eyes. Breathe. Breathe. Focus on your breathing. Breathe. You're good. Breathe.
Okay.
In through your nose and hold for a minute and then let out. And walk with me, okay?
Okay, yes.
Focus on me and walk with me.
I'm sorry.
Just breathe, okay? Breathe.
My
Breathe.
baby, I didn't mean
Just
to.
keep breathing.
I didn't mean to.
Breathe. Yeah, we're gonna walk to my car. Just keep breathing,
Sir,
okay?
I swear to God,
Just
my baby.
walk with me.
It was
Okay?
an
Just keep
accident.
breathing.
It was an accident. I swear to
It's
God.
okay.
I swear to
Just
God.
breathe.
Please help me.
Just breathe. Hey.
Compression.
Let's have a seat right here, okay?
Please, sir. Please. Please.
Just
My
breathe.
baby. My
Hey.
baby. My baby.
Hey, breathe.
I'm gonna go get you some shoes.
Focus
okay?
on your breathing.
What?
There's some right beside the black box around the corner of my room. I'm sorry, sir. I swear it was an accident. I just pulled it back, and when I did to check the chamber, I pulled the trigger on accident. I was just easy. It's a very easy trigger. It's a Taurus G2 whatever.
Okay.
And it's very easy trigger, and I accidentally pulled it when I was pulling it back to check the chamber to see if there was any bullets in it, and I didn't know that there was, and I just easily pulled it. My finger was on the trigger, and that was my fault for not having proper gun safety, and I apologize.
Would you like a water or something?
No,
Do you-
sir. I
you
just really
something
want
to
my
drink?
baby, my husband, to be okay. That
Hey,
is
right now
my
he's
baby.
getting the treatment that he needs, okay? They're
Yes, sir.
they're going to try to do what they got to do
Yes, sir.
to help him out, okay?
Yes, sir.
But for right now, I just need you to
Yes,
focus
sir.
on us so we can do our jobs and so that they can do their jobs, do what they got to do.
Yes,
but I
sir.
just need you to focus on your breathing right now.
Yes, sir.
And just trying to keep a calm and level head. I understand that it's a high stress situation.
Yes,
I
sir.
get that, and I'm sorry for that.
Yes, sir.
But for us to do our job, you have to also help us out, okay?
I understand.
So
Yes, sir.
just stay right here, and he's going to stand right here. I got to grab something out of my car. I'll be right back, okay?
Yes, sir.
Deputies inside the house were starting to see a very different picture. Inside the bedroom, investigators were documenting everything. Officers noted what appeared to be scratch marks on the walls and damage that suggested a struggle had taken place. The scene didn't match Hannah's calm description of a routine gun check gone wrong. This looked like the aftermath of a fight. Sheriff Alfonso Williams later stated there was no evidence the gun was being cleaned, contradicting Hannah's initial claim.
Important for us to clarify that at no point during the investigation was there any information about a person cleaning a weapon.
And when officers examined Hannah's hands more closely, they found more evidence that contradicted her story.
Hey, Miss Cobb.
Yes, sir.
Can you just put your hands out here for me?
Yes, sir.
Flip them back over.
Yes, sir.
Can I see your thumb?
Yes, sir. I had fake nails on. I just took them off.
Okay. That's 10-4.
But the condition of her hands suggested they'd been used for more than just checking a firearm. One of the investigators examined the Taurus G2C more closely. These guns do have a safety mechanism, and officers discussed whether Hannah's claim about not knowing the safety was off made sense. As paramedics loaded Telvin into the ambulance, deputies knew they needed to preserve Hannah's hands for evidence and get a more detailed statement, because the more they looked at the crime scene, the less her story added up. Telvin Osborne didn't make it to the hospital alive. He died en route at approximately 6:43 a.m., less than an hour after the 911 call. Hannah was arrested on February 25th, 2025, and charged with involuntary manslaughter. She was released on bond while the case moved through the legal system. Sheriff Williams confirmed that alcohol was involved in the shooting.
The offenses committed leading up to the discharge of the firearm included simple battery, family violence, and reckless conduct. It is reckless to go out and get drunk and then introduce a firearm into an argument. It is reckless to engage in an argument where there's pushing and shoving going on. And those are the predicate charges for the charge of involuntary manslaughter.
District Attorney Jared Williams confirmed that unless new evidence surfaced, Hannah Cobb would face no jail time for Telvin's death. As the grand jury has spoken, the case is closed, stated Williams. When the grand jury declined to indict the woman who admitted to pulling the trigger, the body camera footage captured it all. The chaos of those first moments, Hannah's shifting explanations, and the moment she learned Telvin didn't survive. The evidence told a story of a relationship marked by conflict, jealousy, and violence that escalated over the course of one tragic night. From the Ring camera recording of their argument to the threatening text messages, from the knife found at the scene to the hole punched in the bedroom wall, every piece of evidence pointed to a domestic dispute that turned deadly. Hannah's story changed 3 times, from an accident while cleaning the gun to an accident while checking it, to finally admitting they'd been fighting and claiming self-defense. As of today, Hannah Cobb remains free. Unless new evidence emerges, she will never face criminal charges for Telvin Osborne's death. The case stands as a stark reminder of how domestic violence can escalate, how stories can change when lives are on the line, and how justice doesn't always look the same for everyone involved.
What can I help you with? Trusting me out.
Can I talk to you?
What do you need?
Okay, I'm investigating a homicide involving a person that stayed here.
Tell me it's not Jade.
Yes, it is. And that's why I need to talk to her.
She died?
She was murdered.
This is Alice Castillo, the mother of Jade's best friend Julia, and the woman who had opened her home to a young mother in need. She's about to hear the words no one should ever hear about someone they've welcomed into their family.
Is it making sense right now? I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I need to know what happened to her, and I know that she was staying here.
I kicked her out 2 weeks ago because she brought a man in my house.
The victim is 22-year-old Jade Alyssa Alvarez, a young mother to a little boy named Jeremiah Rodriguez. Jade's life had not been easy. She had recently fallen on hard times, drifting between homes, carrying the weight of unemployment, strained family ties, and uncertainty. Yet despite the struggle, Jade was determined to turn things around. She was making plans to return to school, rebuild her life, and give her son the stability she never had. Those dreams ended in the early hours of April 6, 2023, when Jade's body was discovered beside a suitcase on the side of a San Antonio road.
She was on her phone.
She's got a bag. I think this is her husband.
What?
So she's moving out.
This house?
I don't know, but she's leaving.
She had been shot multiple times, her phone still clenched in her hand. But the real story was only beginning. Who would want Jade dead? Why was her best friend suddenly refusing to talk to detectives?
I meet you and talk to you in person?
I cannot right now. You're really throwing me off. What is this about?
And how did this trail of silence, fear, and betrayal lead police to a man whose obsession would prove deadly? On the night before her death, Jade Alvarez was staying with her best friend Julia. Life had been rough, arguments at home, nowhere steady to live, and a constant search for stability. Still, Jade was trying to hold things together. That evening, she borrowed Julia's phone to make a call. Whoever she spoke to, Jade was insistent. She wanted to be dropped off on Capitol Avenue. Julia agreed, driving her part of the way. On April 6, 2023 at 3:45 a.m., a San Antonio patrol officer cruises along Ridgewood Drive. Rain still slicks the pavement, his headlights catching something unusual, a large suitcase sitting by the curb. He pulls over, body cam humming, expecting a case of dumped belongings. But just a few feet away lies a young woman. She's been shot multiple times, her shirt torn, her arms scratched, her phone still clutched in her hand, as if she tried to call for help but never had the chance. The officer's voice trembles into the radio. She's got blood coming out of her leg, bullet wound to the stomach.
I said, she's got blood coming out of her leg. She's got a bullet shot in her stomach. Then her shirt is torn. So she's got a torn shirt. Which makes me wonder if she gets into a fight with somebody.
Yeah. That's like a burn mark, huh? Maybe. Maybe you fucking hit her. Run over, hit her or something, go by her.
Looks like she was run over or something. This is bad. At 4:20 a.m., backup units arrive. Officers circle the scene, flashlights cutting across the soaked grass. The open suitcase, clothing scattered around, suggests she was leaving somewhere, moving out in a rush. One officer mutters what others are already thinking. Looks personal. Last-minute breakup. She had her stuff. He didn't like it.
Telling John was probably, she was getting out of the car and bam, hits her. She gets out. She's on shoulder. He gets out, grabs the fucking luggage, throws it, goes behind her, boom, boom, on the back of the head.
I think what's giving me like the heebie-jeebies is that it's somewhere she knows, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's just a little personal. Yep.
Yeah.
But the storm had masked everything. No neighbors reported hearing shots. No one saw a car fleeing. The night had given the killer perfect cover.
Yeah, especially any disturbances, but I didn't see anything in the 240s. Yeah. Nothing. The alarm.
And it was raining. This is the perfect time to do it.
Yeah. Got one. I think we got showcasing. I think she got shot in the back of the head.
Yeah. No problem.
I said she was running. She was getting. She was moving from somebody.
Headshot.
She was like, she's got a suitcase with a wheel. So I'm trying to see if maybe she was dragging it through here, and no one called it in.
At 7 a.m., daylight bleeds into the neighborhood as detectives begin canvassing doors. A name surfaces quickly. 22-year-old Jade Alyssa Alvarez, a young mother, a daughter, someone who had been drifting between homes, trying to rebuild. Alice Castillo, who had been housing Jade at her daughter Julia's request, is told the devastating truth. Jade is gone, murdered on the roadside. Later that morning, detectives trace Jade's last known movements to the home of her best friend, Julia Castillo.
Hi, Detective Tudor with the San Antonio PD homicide.
Say again, I'm sorry?
Hi, Detective Tudor with SAPD homicide.
Okay.
I was trying to see if I could. Do you live at 718?
Yes.
I'm trying to find. Sorry to start with you. I'm trying to find Julie.
Julia?
Yeah.
Let me see if she's here. I'm not sure if she's here. I'll be right back.
What was her name?
Noelle. So she's not here right now. She actually went out with her homie.
Who's that?
I don't know. Some guy picked her up earlier, like a couple hours ago, you know?
You don't know his name?
No. She chills with a lot of people. I don't know. I don't really talk to her.
Has a girl named Jade ever been staying here?
No, she comes over, you know, like, not like recently, but that's like one of Julia's friends. That's all I know. You know what I mean? I don't talk to none of them, or you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like her.
Was Jade ever staying here?
Not that I could say like she was like staying here, you know, like yeah, like she stayed the night, you know, a couple times, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But like not like that, like she like lived here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when they call, Julia refuses to meet in person. The refusal shocks investigators.
I meet you and talk to you in person?
I cannot right now. You're really throwing me off. What is this about?
It's what I just said. It's a murder investigation, and I need to speak with you about it.
You're speaking to me right now.
I need to speak with you in person.
If you need to talk to me, you can contact my attorney.
Excuse me?
What's your one?
Why do I need to talk to your attorney?
I don't know. This is crazy.
Well, Julie, I need to talk to you.
Okay, my attorney's number is...
You realize that I don't need to speak to your attorney.
I talked to him, and he said if you want to talk to me, you can talk to him.
You've already talked to your attorney?
I mean, he told me to not talk to anybody ever. He told me I'm not talking to a detective about anything.
So you talked to him today, and he said that for me to call him?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying if you want to talk to me, you need to contact my attorney.
Why would Jade's closest friend lawyer up before even answering a single question? Was she protecting herself or protecting someone else? At 8:15 a.m., crime scene tape flutters in the damp morning air as forensics arrive. The road is blocked off, the suitcase zips shut again, and a white tent goes up over Jade's body. The storm has washed much of the evidence away, But investigators know they have to salvage every detail left behind. Detectives crouch near the pavement. They see the spent shell casings glinting faintly in the grass. The placement tells a story. The shooter stood close, just feet away, when the first round hit. Her torn shirt and bruised arms suggest a struggle, not a random execution. She fought back, but the suitcase nearby hints at something else. She was leaving someone. Whatever happened here, it was sudden, emotional, and personal. Photographers move in. Every angle is captured. The position of Jade's body, the phone clenched in her hand, the trail of scattered belongings.
She's got her phone in her hand.
Investigators note that the phone might hold the key. If she was still gripping it at death, perhaps she was calling or texting when she was attacked. Officers search the immediate area. Trash bins, tall grass, the shallow creek nearby. No weapon, no footprints preserved in the mud. But then one detail jolts them. A cell phone found just feet from the body, one that doesn't belong to Jade. It's cracked, weathered from the rain, but still powered. That phone, they realize, could be the thread that pulls the entire case together. The coroner wheels Jade's body into the van. Detectives linger, replaying the scene in their minds. The struggle, the close-range shots, the suitcase, and now a second phone tying someone else to this lonely stretch of road. Who did Jade meet here in the dead of night? Who was desperate enough to silence her, then careless enough to leave their phone behind? Investigators swarm the evidence, knowing this single item could decide the direction of the entire case. Phones rarely lie. They capture everything: calls, texts, locations, even the last desperate moments before someone pulls a trigger. If the killer dropped it here, then this isn't just a clue. It's a signature left in plain sight. The phone is bagged and rushed back to headquarters. Detectives can only speculate. Was it dropped in panic? Was it Jade's killer, careless in the aftermath? Or was it someone close to her, hiding in plain sight? One thing is certain: whoever owned that device was standing over Jade when the bullets tore her life away. Then at 1 p.m., detectives regroup at headquarters. The cracked phone recovered at the scene is logged into evidence. Within hours, tech analysts start combing through it. Contacts, recent calls, and messages paint a troubling picture. The phone belongs to Adam Bird, a known felon with a history of violence. Investigators return to Julia Castillo's home. She again resists cooperation, speaking through curt replies and shielding herself behind her attorney. Her evasiveness only deepens suspicion. But her mother, Alice, pressed by detectives, admits the truth.
What can I help you with?
Hi, sorry to scare you. I tried to talk to...
What can I help you with? You're stressing me out.
Okay, well, I called your daughter. I'm trying to talk to her.
Okay.
Okay,
She already told you to talk to her attorney, right?
Okay, can I talk to you?
What do you need?
Okay, I'm investigating a homicide involving a person that stayed here.
Tell me it's not Jade.
Yes, it is. And that's why I need to talk to her.
She died?
She was murdered. Is it making sense right now? I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I need to know what happened to her, and I know that she was staying here.
I kicked her out 2 weeks ago because she brought a man in my house.
What's in the car?
No, I won't say.
All right.
She was a good
How long
girl.
did she stay here?
She stayed here for about a month.
Okay. Is this your house?
This is my house. She got kicked out by her dad. Her dad was at her house.
With her grandma?
She was a very abusive man. When she left two weeks ago, she left with that guy.
Did they have a car?
Oh.
Like a car?
They were walking. They were like with backpacks, like homeless people down the street. He looked horrific. They both looked horrific that day when I opened the door.
Was she using? Like, what was she doing?
I think she was like doing like Xanax and stuff.
Yeah.
He looked scary.
Like, what did he look like?
He was skinny, tall, real light, and then he wanted to cut my grass.
Jade had been staying there after a fight with her father, until she was kicked out 2 weeks earlier. The last time Alice saw Jade, she wasn't alone. She was walking away with a tall, thin man Alice describes as scary. On the next day, detectives bring Julia back in, this time under formal questioning.
I don't know much about Jade. I'm trying to get as much info about her and what was going on with her life leading up to when we found her. So whatever you're comfortable with telling me, I'll just let you just talk to me. I guess, when did she move out?
She moved out like 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, because my mom found her with some guy in my room when I wasn't there.
Okay.
And then that was it. They left, and then she had been with that guy in the streets. She had nowhere to go.
Was he homeless?
Yeah, kind of. Like, they were just
Had
walking
you ever
the
seen him
streets.
before?
I had seen him before because of her.
Okay.
At first, she denies knowing the man. She shrugs, stammers, says Jade hung out with a lot of people.
I'm completely understanding that your house, your rules. I am truly sorry for stepping over boundaries. I just wanted to say thank you for taking care of me for the rough time I had and go through this past month. I'll be by to pick up the rest of my clothes tomorrow. Thank you. I will get
Was the cousin?
The cousin of my daughter's friend, I think. Not her friend, the cousin. I'll call my daughter and find out what's going on.
It sounded like she said Julia's boyfriend. Julia's boyfriend's cousin.
That's what it sounded like. Let me see what happened.
I don't have a boyfriend.
Why would she say that?
I have a friend. And
Who is the
that's
friend?
who she was hanging out with. The guy that she's referring to, his name was Adam.
Adam what?
I don't know his last name. That's why I don't
But
know.
who is the?
He was just my friend that I would hang out with. That was it. And
But do we both agree that it sounds like we know who she was hanging out with?
But when confronted with photos, her guard slips. She finally admits the man Jade left with was her friend Adam.
I know you're probably scared, and I don't know if there's somebody you're worried that someone's coming after you, or you guys know something, but I feel like you at least know who she's leaving with from the house.
his name was Adam.
Does he have social media?
No. No. He doesn't.
What's Adam look like?
He's tall, he's white, very tall, very scrawny, like streetwalker. Looks like he goes from store to store, sleeps under there. I don't know.
What'd she see with him?
I don't know. That's what the thing is. I don't know. She just like longed for him. Like, I don't know. They were walking with all their stuff. He had all his stuff. She had all her stuff. And he was carrying all the bags.
Do you know, was he like making her, like, was he doing anything to like, kind of like, hey,
really?
like try to get money, like, hey, sleep with, anything like crazy like that?
No, like he just seemed like he had morals, and like he just seemed like he was gonna protect her. And I think that's what she thought was gonna happen. Like, she just felt safe with him. And I don't know what happened.
Adam Bird, the same name tied to the phone at the murder scene. Background checks confirm what detectives already feared.
This is important. What ended up happening? Did she split with this guy? What can you tell me?
She wanted to go with him.
Did he come showing up?
She wanted to go. No, I didn't see him anywhere.
What was she saying?
She wanted to go.
Are you scared of this guy? It's okay to be, there's dangerous people all over the place, and it's okay to be scared, and I can tell you know more about this guy than what you...
I really don't, though. I really don't know him.
The night before, what was she saying? What can you tell me about the night before?
She was with me. We were with my sister. We were drinking.
Where were you guys drinking?
My sister's house.
Did you guys go anywhere?
The Lincoln Courts.
Okay. Did you guys go anywhere, or just stay there?
After that, we left her house. I left my sister's house.
Okay.
With her.
With
Jade.
With Jade. So you left with Jade. Mm-hmm. Where did you guys go?
Went to the store, and I met someone there.
Okay.
It was a new person. We had nobody to hang out with, right?
Okay.
And then she said, I'm gonna call him. I said, okay, call him. She calls him. He's like,
calls who?
Adam.
Okay. And this is at 10:30 at night.
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember vaguely when you're driving back? Where are you driving back to when she's calling?
Towards my house.
Okay.
That's my area, so I just go towards that area, and then from there we find out what we're gonna do.
Okay.
So we go. She's like, oh, he said to go. He said to drop me off. I'm like, where? She says, Capital.
Okay.
Capital, that street.
Julia, this is huge.
Yes.
This guy, do you recognize this person?
Is that him? Is that him?
This is who you're telling me. This is who I believe this person
That's
is.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Right?
That's who I believe it is.
I think it is too.
Okay. I'm going to show you one more photo. Do you recognize this person?
Yes.
Who is this?
That's Adam.
Okay.
Adam isn't just a drifter. His record stretches back years. Aggravated assault, drug charges, gun violations, even terroristic threats. And just 5 days before Jade's murder, he was wanted for an armed robbery at a corner store. Now the puzzle begins to take shape. Jade was last seen alive with Adam. His phone was found next to her body, and the gun from that robbery could very well be the same weapon that ended her life. With the pieces falling into place, detectives shift the focus from Jade's circle of friends to the man at the center of her final hours. Every trail, every conversation, every lead now points to one name: Adam Bird. Detectives close in on Adam Bird at a friend's house. He doesn't resist. He knows why they're there, even if the officers only mention the armed robbery that put him on their radar. Inside the interrogation room, they start with the robbery, the clerk, the gun, the stolen cash. Adam admits it without much hesitation.
And once I raised I just told him I needed everything.
And what'd you have with you? The knife?
Believe it or not, it was one of those fake Glocks, like the BB pistol ones. You know the ones that sound metal?
Yeah. No real bullets?
No.
Just, was it even loaded with the BBs?
No. I didn't even have an air tank in it.
You no air tank, no nothing?
No.
Okay. So just, what did you do? You just pointed at them and asked for like, give me everything?
Yeah.
How was that? How much money did they give you?
$100-something.
Not much. Nobody got hurt, right? Yeah. You didn't fire off any rounds or anything like that?
What do you mean fire off a round?
No, like there was, like I'm telling you, you didn't fire rounds, you didn't fire the BB gun, you didn't hurt nobody.
No.
Yeah, you just took the money. Yeah. Took off one car.
But the real reason he's sitting there hasn't even been mentioned yet. A second detective walks in, shifting the conversation.
To get this straight, you want to talk to me about a murder investigation. And I'm wanting to talk to you, okay? Are you okay? I know this isn't normal to have someone come out and tell you that, okay? But I'm wanting to speak with you and explain to you about a murder, okay?
A murder?
Yes.
He slides a laptop across the table and plays bodycam footage.
This is the last time that this girl's ever on police body cam, okay? I just want you to hear some of the things she's saying, okay?
So whose house is this?
This is my friend.
Okay, so you don't.
My best friend.
You don't like live here full time. You just had to come here because.
This is like I just got out of jail. She's like, hey, you can stay here. I said, I don't know where I'm going. I probably have to sleep at Haven for home. She goes, you're not gonna sleep at Haven for home. Like you're crazy. Like you're my best friend. You can sleep right here. Even if it's on the floor, I'll give you a blanket.
It feels like your life has been like turned upside down since Friday.
And my 3-year-old son's there.
Oh my god.
And like so, you know, it's just like it's not like but he's what I live for. I'm all he has. He doesn't have a dad. He's incarcerated. Just got locked up. I thought I was gonna do time, but thank God I didn't. So I'm just thanking God. You know, I love life right now. And I'm out. You know.
You hear that? She loves life. She's got a kid. Listen. Look at me.
Where's my baby?
Listen to me. There's no babies. Look at me. That's the last time this girl is
Where's
alive.
my baby?
Who?
The baby? Where is she?
Jade?
Where is she at?
Look at me.
Look at me.
No, I told you what I'm here for.
Where is she?
She's dead. Okay? And I need to know what happened to her.
long ago? How long ago?
Recent. Real recent.
God.
Jade alive, nervous but hopeful, talking about her son and her plans to get her life back. Adam, we need to talk about Jade Alvarez, the detective says quietly. Adam's demeanor changes instantly. His hands start shaking.
The last time you said you spoke with her, when did you say it was?
I don't know, man.
You don't know? Do you remember the last time you saw her?
No. It was like, she was supposed to pull up to this one dude's house that we would always chill at, and he, like, my last girlfriend, we would always go there and, like, chill in the back house.
Okay.
But
is that, like, what area are we talking?
Right there on Beacon Hill.
Beacon Hill?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I ended up just leaving, you know.
But when was the last time you saw her?
I was seeing her like every day, every other day.
Where was she staying if she wasn't with you?
I don't know. I'd always just leave her.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure she was staying at her friend's house.
Her name's Julia. Is that the one you're thinking?
Yeah, I think so.
I want to show you one more video.
Man, please, I don't.
I'm not showing you anything gruesome, but it's a video that I want to show you. Okay. Do you remember her?
1210?
No. No. You never seen her?
Hello, Alice. This is Jade. I'm truly sorry for what I have done to disrupt the peace in your home. I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm very sorry. I just want you to know, if you give me a second chance, I will never happen again. You have my word. I also have the rent money. When it's due, if you allow me the second chance, please, I'm begging you.
Just listen to what she says, okay?
Okay, I'll get my things and move around. I'm very sorry at making you feel this way. You did. I didn't mean to. I just thought since Julia had her BFF boyfriend over that I could too, and was her boyfriend cousin. And all we did was smoke. But I'm completely understanding that your house, your rules. I am truly sorry for stepping over boundaries. I just wanted to say thank you for taking care of me for the.
So she's texting that lady after she basically got kicked out of the house. Okay. You alright? I feel like your mind's racing a mile a minute. All I'm trying to figure out is what happened to Jade.
I don't know. I'd always leave.
You'd always leave?
Yeah.
When did you see her last? Do you know what date it is right now?
No, I don't.
It's the 12th. So tomorrow is the 13th. Tomorrow's 1 week. 1 week, look at me. 1 week since we found Jade. She was killed Thursday, April 6th. We're meeting each other not by chance, okay? So she's describing that she kicked Jade out of that house on Hollywood because you were there hanging out with Jade. Jade said she was sorry, she thought it was okay to have you over because Julia had Matt over. How do you know Matt?
I don't.
Just through the streets, or does he sell bars? Does he?
No.
How did you? Because she said that you guys are like referred to each other as his cousins.
I did it, he blurts out, his voice barely above a whisper. I did it with that same gun that you see me in the photo with the robbery. That's the gun that killed Jade.
I did it. I did it.
You did what? Look at me. What did you do?
I did it.
What did you do? Look at me. This is it. Talk to me.
With that same gun that you see me in the photo with the robbery?
Okay.
That's the gun that killed Jay. I did it.
Why? Look at me, dude.
Can I go to jail now?
Listen.
Please.
Let's keep talking. We need.
No.
Jade, listen, look at me. Jade's family deserves it.
No.
And you are gonna know, and it's gonna eat you alive. You need to talk to me why this happened. You just said the gun used in that robbery was the gun used to kill her.
Yeah.
But what happened? What did she do? You have the answer. I wasn't there. You know what happened. Let's talk about it.
I don't want to talk about nothing. I'm tired.
The room falls silent. After just 17 minutes of questioning, Adam Bird has confessed to murder. She didn't want to have my baby, man, he continues.
What got you to the point to pull a gun on her?
Man, she just didn't want to have my baby, man. And it was just like a crime of passion or something. Like, she didn't, it was like she wasn't trying to have my baby.
You wanted to have a kid.
Yeah.
You wanted to have.
I don't have any children, man.
Okay. You wanted to have a kid with her, and she
just kept on telling me to punch her in the stomach. She just kept on drinking and taking drugs. And
Tears streaming down his face. I don't have any children, man. I've been wanting children forever. The detective leans forward. What happened that night, Adam? It was just like a crime of passion, Adam says, his voice breaking. She just kept on telling me to punch her in the stomach. I wanted her to have my baby and she didn't want to. The confession is on record. For investigators, the truth is finally out. For Jade's family, it's the beginning of a different kind of pain. The wait for justice. Adam Bird never went to trial. Instead, he took a plea deal.
Today I follow your plea agreement and assess your punishment at 40 years.
On paper, it was straightforward. 40 years for murder, 2 15-year terms for aggravated robbery, and a smaller sentence for drug possession. The catch? All of it runs concurrently. In practice, that means Bird will be eligible for parole after serving just half, 20 years. For Jade's family, that revelation felt like betrayal. In court on March the 24th, 2025, her grandmother Rita Camacho delivered a victim impact statement that cut through the silence.
40 years may be the punishment that was handed down, but to us it's a slap in the face. It could never truly reflect the magnitude of our loss.
40 years may be the punishment that was handed down, but to us it's a slap in the face. It could never truly reflect the magnitude of our loss. Rita also spoke about Jade's son. Her son was left without a mother and wants to take flowers to Mama every week.
Her son was left without a mother and wants to take flowers to Mama every week. We will continue to honor Jade's memory, and we hope that during your time of incarceration, you will reflect on the devastating consequences of your actions.
They watched a man who stole Jade's future walk away with a sentence that, to them, seemed softer than the truth deserved. Jade was 22, a daughter, a sister, a mother to a little boy who will grow up without her. The courtroom doors closed, but the questions lingered. How does 40 years measure a life stolen? How does parole erase the screams of a family who had to be told their daughter was gone? For the court, the case is over. Adam Bird is locked away, serving a 40-year sentence that could be cut in half by parole. But for Jade's family, the wound never closes. Her son, Jeremiah Rodriguez, is growing up without his mother. He'll only know her through photographs, stories, and the aching silence she left behind. Alice Castillo, who opened her home to Jade, still remembers the moment the body cam captured. When her world shattered at the words, "She died. She was murdered." That memory will never fade. Jade was more than a victim on the roadside. She was a young woman fighting to rebuild her life, dreaming of school, determined to be there for her child. Her future was stolen because one man decided his obsession mattered more than her choice. And so the questions linger, heavy and unanswerable. What drives someone to kill the very person they claim to love? How does a justice system weigh a human life in years on paper? And for Jade's son, what will it mean to grow up knowing his mother was taken not by chance, but by choice? The answers may never come. But the story of Jade Alvarez will always stand as a reminder. Behind every case file is a family still living the sentence.